What if I told you that winter, that time of year when everything seems to slow down, could be the moment when you make the most progress in your life? Imagine this. While others give in to laziness, to the cold, to fatigue, you keep working on yourself in silence while the world sleeps. When winter ends, you will be unrecognizable, stronger, wiser, more determined. Today we're going to talk about something that can transform your life if you dare to face it with the right spirit. The winter arc. That period when everything seems harder, but at the same time, everything is aligned for you to become your best self. This is the time for you to build the silent power that everyone will notice when the cold dissipates and spring blooms. Together, we're going to explore what the winter arc is, why it's essential for your growth, how to avoid failing during this process, and finally, the challenges you need to take on to conquer this crucial stage. The winter arc, more than just a season of the year, is a mental state. It's that moment when circumstances become tougher, when life seems to slow down. But it's in that cold, in that darkness, where you can find your true power. Think of the heroes from epic stories. They don't reach their full potential on sunny, easy days, but during cold and stormy nights when they must face their own demons. The winter arc is your personal challenge. It's the moment when, if you choose to move forward even while everything else is on pause, you will build the strongest version of yourself. While others hibernate, you train. While others doubt, you keep going. Because real growth happens in silence, in the moments when no one is watching, but you are forging your character. Winter is symbolically a time for introspection. Not only does the cold force you to draw inward, to retreat into yourself, but it also gives you the opportunity to push your limits. The world tells you it's time to slow down, but you have to see it as an opportunity to run faster, to work harder in silence. Do you know what happens when you accept the challenge of the winter arc? You're planting the seeds of your success. The things you achieve now, when it's hardest, when motivation is low, will have an exponential impact when spring arrives, when everyone else wants to get active again. But you will already be miles ahead. The winter arc is not just about surviving tough times, it's about turning them into your training ground. Here is where you test your discipline, your determination, your ability to stay focused when circumstances aren't favorable. Because if you can win in winter, you can win at any time in your life. Do you know why most people fail during their winter arc? Because they give up too soon. On the dark days when everything seems to slow down, it's easy to find excuses. The cold, the lack of energy, the isolation. But the truth is, those moments, the days when it seems impossible to move forward, are the most important for your success. Here are 4 keys to avoid failing. Accept the challenge. Winter is not an obstacle, it is a test. Change your perspective. Instead of seeing the cold, the darkness, and the lack of motivation as excuses to stop, see them as opportunities to be more resilient than ever. This is where you forge yourself. It's not about doing it perfectly, it's about showing up every day, despite the difficulties. Plan your growth. This is when you need a concrete plan the most. Without a map, winter will lead you down dark paths, and it's easy to get lost in despair or procrastination. Define your goals now. What areas of your life do you want to improve? Whether it's physical, mental, or emotional, establish small daily steps that will bring you closer to your goal. Remember, no matter how small those steps are, the important thing is to move forward. Build a habit structure. During the winter months, your energy may fluctuate. So habits are your anchor. Don't rely on motivation because it's temporary and often scarce during this time. Depend on your habits. Get up at the same time every day, even if it's hard. Exercise, even when you don't feel like it. Work on your mindset. All of this accumulates and sets you up for long-term success. Celebrate small victories. The winter arc is long and sometimes seems endless. It's easy to lose sight of what you're building. That's why you need to celebrate every little progress. Each day that you stick to your routine, face difficulty and overcome it, you're winning. You're strengthening your character, and that's what will lead you to conquer winter. Success in your winter arc does not depend on grand gestures. It depends on consistency, on staying the course, even when the world is telling you to stop. If you can stay calm in the storm, if you can keep pushing when everything around you seems to stand still, then you will be ready for any challenge that comes afterward. Here are some strategies to ensure this winter arc is a resounding success. Productive silence. While the world slows down, you should take advantage of this space to move forward in areas where you would normally get distracted. This is the perfect time to work on personal projects, to study, to read those books you've put aside. While others rest, you become a machine for growth, not through external noise, but through the silent work you do when no one is watching. Mental strength. Winter is not just a physical test, it's a mental challenge. This is the best time to train your mind. Meditate, reflect, keep a journal about your progress, fears, and successes. Learn to control your thoughts. The real battle is not outside, it's in your head. Whoever masters their mind, masters their life. And the winter arc is the perfect training ground to develop that steel-like mentality. Surround yourself with people who lift you up. Though the winter arc can be lonely, you don't have to do it alone. Seek support. Surround yourself with people who are also in their own growth process. The energy of community can be a great source of motivation when your strength falters. Share your progress. Find others who are willing to walk this path with you. Remember, success is never solitary. Here are 4 major challenges that will help make this winter arc a decisive stage in your life. Physical challenge. At least 4 times a week, do a physical workout. It doesn't matter if it's long or short. What matters is the commitment. Movement is the key to generating energy, and that energy is what will keep you going when fatigue and the cold try to stop you. Mental challenge. Dedicate 30 minutes a day to reading a book that challenges you. This is the time to feed your mind, to expand your horizons. There is no better investment than the one you make in your knowledge. Emotional challenge. Reflect each night on your emotions. Identify what fears are paralyzing you and how you can overcome them. Embrace vulnerability as part of your growth. True strength comes from facing your emotions and not running away from them. Focus. Challenge. Create a daily routine and don't miss a single day. This routine will be your lifeline when everything else seems to fall apart. If you can stay true to your routine, you will be unstoppable. This winter will not be easy, but that's what makes it valuable. Dark days are the test, but they are also the opportunity to forge your best version. The winter arc is the time when you can build in silence and emerge in the spring stronger, more determined and invincible than ever. Comment below which of these challenges you will take on this winter, and together, we will conquer this winter arc. See you in the next video, only if you are ready to take the next step towards your best version.